Mayor, I would like to see, if we're gonna accept your wording, or the wording proffered by the administration, I'd like to see us add that, the part where there are criminal penalties involved in the event that somebody's been found in violation of this ordinance, so that people know that there's teeth in it.
Ms. Edmonds, my view is if you say prohibits discrimination, that's.
Prohibits makes it clear that there are penalties associated with it. We don't list the fact that it's a Class C or anything in any other ordinance or anything else like that. There's no need for it, personally, in my opinion, because we use the word prohibit.
What do you mean we don't list it in there that it's Class C or any of that other, because
Well,
it is, and it's listed in this ordinance.
It's listed in the ordinance, in ballot language, it's different. You know,
Well, I mean, if we want to be,
I don't think that that's a chief characteristic of feature that has to be. Nobody's ever come to us and questioned it,
no one's ever come to you and questioned what?
that we didn't have that language in there, that just let somebody know that it's the potential to be a Class C misdemeanor.
With a fine up to $5,000?
It could be, yes, sir.
Councilmember Story.
Thank you. I just want to go back to the amendment, and the fact is, I am very adamant about the fact that who wins, wins, and who loses, loses, and the fact of the matter is, it's the will of the voters. And we don't want to have to come back here again, and with lawsuits and other costs to the taxpayers on an issue that all we have to do is explain it in simple, plain language, what is included in this ordinance. I don't understand why we have to escalate the vocabulary or to make it any more complicated or more formal. The fact of the matter is, we want every voter to understand what they're voting on, up or down. So I will be voting against the amendment.
Councilmember Martin.
Thank you, Mayor, and I think your proposition is a good one. I want this to go to the voters, and I want the voters to decide. And quite frankly, I'm a little bit tired of this issue. So, but I did wanted to bring up a point. If this is passed, this is not going to end discrimination. I had the opportunity to meet with a gentleman for a long period of time. This gentleman was born a female and is now a male. Very eye-opening, very insightful. We had a fantastic conversation. I left there with more respect for this gentleman after he walked out of my office than I did before. It was delightful, it was entertaining, it was educational because he informed me of things that I was not aware of. This will not end discrimination. This gentleman's birth certificate states that he is a female. This gentleman's, who looks like any gentleman that will walk into this room, this gentleman's passport says that he is a female. When he goes overseas, which he does quite often, he has about 2 hours worth of time with the federal government dealing with issues related to his passport. So no matter what we do, there are people in our society that are always going to have issues. Whether you call it discrimination, whether you call it whatever, they're always going to have issues. So the passage of this doesn't mean that all of a sudden bad people are going to turn into good people. If you're a jerk, you're going to remain a jerk. If you're a good person, you're going to remain a good person. You treat people with respect and dignity, you will. So, Mayor, love your body language. Thank you. I've sat here for months and didn't say a word, and I treated everyone that came to that podium with respect and dignity. Tell me I didn't do that. No matter if I had the same point of view as they did or a different point of view, came to every meeting at length, complimented Councilmember Cohen on the platform she ran, didn't hide behind lack of transparency. I told you what I was going to do up front, and I did exactly what I was going to do. And I've had a number of people, including Noel Freeman, come up and tell me that they respect me more after the vote than they did before. Didn't agree with me, but respected me more, and that's all I wanted out of this process. So lay back, moan, groan, all you want to. I think I did it the right way, and I can't wait till this ordinance goes to the voters and we come back with some information. So thank you.
One more, please.
Councilmember Lassen.
Point of order, Councilmember Brown.
I'd like to withdraw, if because since we're discussing, thank you, Kyla. And as I said from the beginning, I don't see anything legally insufficient in my opinion, as directed by the Texas Supreme Court or in the charter with the ordinance as proposed on the agenda. Mine is an option, but what I do want to do is have people comfortable around the table, that when we walk out of the room, that there's not a fight among city council members about what is on the ballot language. And I don't want to confuse anybody, because I'm not saying there's anything improper or illegal about the other side of the language. So with that being said, I'm going to officially withdraw my